Dictators in training. That's the focus of tonight's angle. All right, after watching this week's shows, many of you are probably wondering how on earth the party of FDR and JFK turned so hard left so fast. We showed you how the 2020 Democratic field has become essentially a parody of itself and exposed the drastic real-world consequences for America if their true agenda is ever enacted. But now, to move forward, we need to back up just a little bit to the liberal elite's tedious refrain about Trump that we've heard ad nauseum for more than 2 years.
Today, we say to Donald Trump as clearly as we can that he is not a dictator. He must obey the Constitution.
Think of the dictators and tyrants using the exact same language Trump uses.
He embraces dictators of all stripes.
This is a case study in self-projection. They accuse Trump of something of which they themselves are actually guilty. Well, tonight, we will irrefutably demonstrate that 2020 Democrats like Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders are much more than just socialist crusaders. They're dictators in waiting. Following their ideas to their logical conclusion, we see that liberals are no longer determined to raise your standard of living. They're determined to control nearly every aspect of your life. And this impulse was on full display during CNN's Marathon Climate Change Forum. 7 endless hours filled with enough gas to burn clear through the ozone layer. Democrat candidates eagerly touted multi-trillion-dollar plans and promised that the pain and discomfort that was going to come would be necessary for planetary health.
There will be a transition. There will be a transition, and there will be some pain there. We're going to have to ask people to understand that we have got to make those changes now, even though they may be a little bit uncomfortable, for the sake of future generations.
The little bit uncomfortable. Well, yeah, the government's going to control how and when you travel, eventually where you set your thermostat, et cetera, but they insist, or more accurately, they demand that Americans abandon all new advances in drilling and oil and gas exploration.
There's no question I'm in favor of banning fracking. So, yeah.
Banning extractive oil fracking from public lands, going after the drilling and licensing, stopping them from our coasts.
You said stop new oil and gas drilling on federal lands.
Yes.
You hear of Booker going after their licenses. Has he ever been to a fracking rig? I have. Doesn't know what he's talking about. We're going to get into that in a few minutes. The average price, by the way, of a gallon of gas in America today is about $2.57. It's really good. I mean, that's like a tax cut on every mile we drive and every product we buy. It's great news for Americans. Because after decades of reliance on the Middle East for oil, our nation is now nearly energy independent. But if Democrats have their way and they follow the UN's lead, all Americans could be paying a hell of a lot more. And, of course, the rich, though, they wouldn't really feel that gas prices because, no, middle America will feel it all. Yeah, of course, they would. But it's not just about dictating energy sources. Democrats want to dictate your diet as well.
Should Americans change their eating habits and eat less beef?
It's good for the environment. It's good for your health if you eat less meat.
I love cheeseburgers from time to time. But there has to be also what we do in terms of creating incentives.
Would you support changing the dietary guidelines?
Yes.
The food pyramid. What people
yes.
To reduce red meat specifically.
Yes, I would.
Does she have an exercise tape out, too? I mean, this is just ridiculous. Kamala Harris isn't only, though, interested in what you eat, but how you drink.
Do you ban plastic straws?
I think we should. Yes. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. It's really difficult to drink out of a paper straw. But, let's encourage innovation. And I think we could do a little bit better than some of those flimsy plastic straws. But we do need to ban the plastic.
This is a paper straw, by the way. It is hard to drink out of. The Democrat dictators, they don't stop there. They want to police your light sources.
Should the U.S. government have a say on what kind of light bulbs we use?
You know, these light bulbs are manufactured, they intentionally burn out, so there's an industry and we replace them over and over again. So if anything, we should be pushing regulations that make it so that our light bulbs consume less energy and need to be replaced less often.
What would happen to all the, how many people does it take to change a light bulb jokes? I mean, you wouldn't have those jokes anymore. Okay, and if you love hauling your kids around in your Chevy Suburban or tooling around your new Toyota Corolla, too bad.
So will everyone have to drive electric cars?
Well, by my plan, by 2045, we will have basically zero-emission vehicles only.
Well, there will still be some legacy gas guzzlers on the road for quite some time. But you are going to offer to buy the clunker back and help them upgrade.
Clunker? He's obviously not driven a really awesome 8-cylinder vehicle. It's ridiculous. A buyback, by the way? Where have I heard that one before? We're going to get all the money to buy all these things back. Well, of course, this is what we've come to expect from the new and improved Democrat Party. Because the happier you are in your 8-cylinder sedan, enjoying an In-N-Out burger with more money in your pocket, the more miserable they are. Because these Democrat control freaks, they don't want you to be independent. They want you to be dependent on the crumbs that the government doles out. And I think, though, of all of this, the most shocking revelation last night came from Bernie Sanders. Because more than just dictating your transportation and your home lighting, they will eventually seek to control how many children you have.
Human population growth has more than doubled in the past 50 years. The planet cannot sustain this growth. Would you be courageous enough to discuss this issue?
Well, Martha, the answer is yes. And the Mexico City Agreement, which denies American aid to those organizations around the world that allow women to have abortions or even get involved in birth control, to me is totally absurd. So I think, especially in poor countries around the world, where women do not necessarily want to have large numbers of babies, something I very, very strongly support.
Okay, state-planned families, a modified one-child policy, got it. Well, perhaps Bernie can roll out his own one-child policy that will make the Chinese proud. Now, remember, it's all for the good of the planet. No sacrifice is too great, as long as it's mostly on the shoulders of the poor and the middle class. And liberals have the gall. After everything you've heard this week on The Angle, they have the gall to call Trump a tyrant. These are the most controlling people on the face of the planet, as long as they're making all the decisions. So by electing any one of these top-tier Democrats, you would be relinquishing your choices, your right to determine your own destiny. Do you really want to see that play out in our country? I don't think so. And that's The Angle.